Welcome, Sagarika. Thank you for joining. Uh, for the viewers, Sagarika graduated from her engineering degree in mechanical engineering in 2015. Am I correct? Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you worked with Science Technologies or Science
Yes,
for
yes.
almost 4 years, and then following that,
3 years. Yes.
yeah, for two
Yeah.
years with Boeing.
Yes.
And after that, you decided to pursue your master's in mechanical engineering in the US, and you joined Arizona State University for it. So, how was your overall experience, getting back to college after a gap of almost 6 years? I mean, after working for almost 6 years, how did that feel like?
Firstly, thank you for asking me for my experience. I hope it helps someone at least. Um, how was my experience coming back to university? I would say uh, this is something I have decided very consciously during my job at the end of my job tenure in Boeing, because I thought I was not learning anything new at the job, so I thought it's time to upskill my skills. So I decided to pursue masters. Then I came here. I applied to Arizona State. I came here. It was a moderate difficult experience to transition to academics because I have been out of college for a
Mhm.
very long period. But I think a good discipline and some help from the professors at the university and also your friends, your study group, they keep you motivated, and that's how I think I transitioned really well into the academics. It took like about 2 months, if you would say,
Mhm.
to adjust to new even the new environment that's totally different culturally, financially, the home setting is everything is different. So like 2 months I took to adjust myself.
Mhm.
And one thing that helped me a lot would be that because it was a new environment, I took some courses which I thought were my strengths, like math courses which were heavy
Okay.
on math. So, so course wise, I could manage along with the personal change that I was going through that time. So it helped me a lot in that way.
Okay. But in your class, were there many students who had come with significant experience, or you were kind of the one of the few people, one
I would sorry. I would say there were very few people who came after significant experience. I met only two people who came after like 4 or 5 years of working, but
Okay.
there were quite a number of people who worked for 2 to 3 years and
Okay.
then came for masters. But a majority of them were fresh college graduates.
Okay. So being in a class with such a big crowd, did it feel a little difficult, easy, or how was it? Or that didn't really matter much?
Um, I wouldn't say it was a breeze to connect with everyone in the class.
Hmm.
The people who had experience, I think our thought process was a bit different
Hmm.
than people who were fresh graduates. They were very, they could easily gel with the what was being the amount of information that was being delivered in the class. But for us it was a bit shaky at the start, but then to gel with the people as well, their thinking was like, okay, let's study this, let's do this, and then we get the marks. But I think after you have some work experience, even with 2 to 3 years of work experience, you think more about the application. Where would I have put this to use in my past experience? Okay, this concept I might have used, this would be useful. So
Okay.
I think experience would be helpful to even choose your courses, and also in terms of thinking it as an application of your knowledge.
Oh, okay. And how was the overall environment at ASU, Arizona State?
Um, as I talk to my friends at the other universities
Uh-huh.
also, I think ASU has a very engaging environment.
Okay.
Especially for the students who are coming as the fresh students, not just in terms of academics. Professors are very helpful. You can go to their office hours, tell them that I'm not understanding this. They definitely put that extra effort towards you.
Okay.
And in terms of the university as a whole, I would say it was very engaging. They used to have some welcome events for international students separately. There were many student clubs for international students, and there are so many events. There's a very big Indian student body which
Hmm.
helps you from the time you land at the airport till
Okay.
you are. They'll help you with your apartment search even before you come here.
Okay.
And all there's a good masters cohort also. They are helpful towards each other. It's very helpful. There are many activities around the campus, not just cultural activities. You have other facilities at the gym, and many stuff like that. So I think it's
Hmm.
awesome at ASU.
Oh, okay. And when students are in India, I mean, when they're applying or planning, one of the focus that they have, or one of the key things that's always on their mind is how do I get student jobs? How do I get RAs, TAs, graduate assistantships? So, how has been your experience? I'm sure you must have also had those thoughts before you went there, and then after going there, how easy or how difficult was it for you to get student jobs? And can you just share something about your experiences in that area?
Sure. Sure. Yes, I also thought about the on-campus job because in my mind, there were two things. Even though we have planned our finances, um, including our living expenses
Mhm.
before we come to the US, what happened after coming here, in my personal experiences, the rates here at Tempe, where I am situated, rent shot up. Even after my living expenses were being provided for, I still had to ask for money from home, and so finding an on-campus job was on my mind. And after coming here, ASU, we have a student job portal
Mhm.
where we have all the listings. So we have to write a cover letter and resume. That was my first experience writing a cover letter, because
Mhm.
back in India we didn't
Mhm.
write letters that much.
Okay.
Uh, so writing cover letters, like how that was a great experience because I got to know how to craft a cover letter and customize it for every job that you're applying.
Okay.
So definitely, I applied through the portal, and I got a job as a wellness supervisor, which was talking about different wellness concepts like health, nutrition, time management, stress management, importance of exercise, like how important your health is going to be, stuff like that to the ASU students.
Mhm.
It was a great experience. I got to know the American way of working. How do we, and I got to interact with so many other people other than just our own Indian cohort. Many other Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, and Americans. There's so many people. It was a great experience, I would say. I also used to work as a yoga instructor. I
Okay.
think that was also a great experience because I didn't have any teaching experience before this. It
Okay.
it takes so much to be a teacher, like, and it also fills you with gratitude that you could do something for other
Okay.
people. TA shape and RA shape.
Mhm.
At ASU, they are super competitive, very competitive.
Okay.
But you can get a teaching aid job. But
Mhm.
even for that, you have to prove yourself through the first semester that you can manage your academics well,
Okay.
and then you get an opportunity from the second semester.
Okay.
I think from my friends' experience that I can speak of, it has, after you prove yourself in the first semester, if you connect with the professor, it would be easier to get a teaching aid, at least a teaching aid or a grader job, and
Okay.
they are quite easy, I would say, to get.
Okay. But these jobs don't come with any tuition waivers. They only pay you
Yeah, they only pay you an hourly wage,
hourly
just like
wage.
any other on-campus job.
Oh,
Teaching assistant job, I would say they would favor you if you have uh, some research experience beforehand,
mhm.
or you might have published. So that would be given preference a bit more.
Okay. And then when it came to internships or the co-op opportunities that you were looking for, how did that work out for you?
Um, that I think that was also. with new experience, because things work here through the social media, that's LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to reach out to first of all, we need to have clarity what we are looking at, what positions are we looking
Mm-hmm.
at. That would be of paramount importance, because then you can channelize your efforts towards that.
Okay.
You are all over the place, then nothing will work out. Because I
Mm-hmm.
also did that, let me see, whatever comes in my way, I'll get that. But that's not how it goes. You just have to have clarity which path you want to take.
Okay.
Even the course,
Mm-hmm.
I think I worked this out after one semester during the summer when I had time, that what do I want to do, manufacturing and design engineering. Okay, then I channelized all my efforts to taking courses in that, and then that's how I crafted my resume. At this position I have this experience which are these are the skill sets that I have.
Okay.
Then I reached out to people on LinkedIn, some people who were already doing co-ops during my some of my course mates. I got in touch with one of them, and then they said, yeah, my company is hiring. So I got in touch with the hiring person there, and then I got a co-op during spring 23,
Okay.
and worked as an energy engineer, and it is related to the HVAC systems.
Okay. Fine. And you plan to now graduate this coming December, that is December of 2023. So, how has been your experience so far in your full-time job search?
Full-time job search, it is good. One thing I would say is LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn profile is very very important,
Hmm.
and networking.
Hmm.
Second is networking. Um, LinkedIn profile, optimize it as much as you can according to the role you're looking, the skills that you have, fill that in the keywords, have a great about section.
Okay.
These are all the tips that are already available for everyone. So keep implementing that from like your second semester, when you're accustomed to the surrounding. Keep
Okay.
implementing that from your second semester onwards. Make your LinkedIn profile optimized. Pursue any certifications if you would like this would help me in my job search. Definitely pursue that. Take all the coursework seriously, even if you don't have any uh, special project under a professor, like a very
Mhm.
specific project. Don't worry about it. Participate and give your 100% in your class projects, they also count.
Okay. So,
So
did you
those
do, I mean, sorry to interrupt, but did you do any additional coursework or certifications that you're talking about? Did you take any certifications?
uh, apart from, I didn't do any certifications, but I definitely took some courses through Udemy,
Okay.
uh, to understand my subject better, or maybe to learn something that would be a great prospect during that would be a great skill to showcase during my job interview. Yes, I
Okay.
did.
Mhm.
Through Udemy, I did. And other than that, I used to use YouTube also a lot
Okay.
to understand something better.
Okay.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Because I took some courses which were not related directly to my majors, because we had the flexibility that we could also take some courses from other majors.
Okay.
So I think those courses I did take.
Okay.
Um, yes.
Correct. But
So job search. Uh,
yeah, in general, how is the job market? I mean, you hear a lot of students. I mean, of course, the media talks about something. There is
mhm.
talks of recession, and then, of course,
Yes,
it's a
yes.
tough job market. I understand it's not very easy. But in
Mhm.
general, from your experience, how has been the job market?
I think for the core companies, it's not as tough as I see my computer science or tech industry friends.
Mhm.
Uh, but I but uh, there are jobs.
Okay.
There are hiring freezes. It's a bit uncertain for the tech industry, but I think you just need to put more effort. It was
Mhm.
not as optimistic as it was pre-COVID.
You're right. Right. Mhm.
So you just need to put more efforts, and I think earlier it was like jobs used to come to you. Now you have to go to the recruiter, you have to network with the right people, you have to reach out to everyone you can, so that
Okay.
you know about the opportunity and someone can refer you. That-
Okay.
things work like that here. That you that people, if they reference will have a lot more weightage than you just applying through the ATS and just going through that process
Mhm.
usually.
But in
So
general, your seniors or your other classmates,
Mhm.
have they been successful in getting jobs? Are they? I mean, uh,
Yes.
mhm. And
Sorry.
no.
Mhm.
So generally, I mean, is it like, by the end of by the time students graduate, do they have just one offer or more than one offers so that they can get to choose from, or how is the scenario kind of?
Okay. So my seniors who graduated, some of them had, a very few of them had offers by the time they graduated, but during that 60-day period, most of them got placed. Most of them had jobs
Okay. Mhm.
at
Okay.
the end of that. I think that also comes, I also have to tell you one point is that many of the employers are looking for people who can join immediately. So
Okay.
that's why there aren't many of us before graduation, because we say
Mhm.
we are still 3 months from graduation, 2 months from graduation, and
Okay.
then we have a 60-day period, because most of us use all of that 60-day period
Correct.
to
Right.
get the.
Right. Mhm.
That also plays a role,
Sure.
whether you have an offer at the time of graduation.
Okay. Fine.
Mm.
So anything else that you would like to, uh, add or share from your experiences, or anything that you would like to tell students who are planning to join maybe this January or maybe the coming fall, the August of 2024. Anything that you would like to tell?
One is have clarity in your mind. Definitely, what do you want to do with your master's degree?
Okay.
And second is, how much ever you plan, there's gonna be something that's not according to the plan. So embrace that uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
Third is, don't take too much pressure or tension. Have fun on the way. Definitely, it's a great experience.
Mm-hmm.
Even for me, who has come after so much work experience, it was so good. I would say university has been the best place, or the most fun I've had.
Okay.
Apart from.
Right, because when you come after experience, there's a lot of apprehension that I'm leaving a stable job, I'm leaving a stable career, and you had a very good job in India. So
True, true.
I'm sure there are a lot of people who might have advised you that why do you want to leave this and take that
True.
risk of going and studying abroad, right? So
Yeah, yeah, that feeling, I can tell you, I went through it. That
yes, thank you.
people are saying so many things. Everyone is doing their best to give you the best advice they can.
You're right,
But at the end, it was me who decided. I was responsible for this, and I wanted to do this.
correct.
That I want to upskill myself. So
Mhm.
that's the conviction I had. So, and I don't think getting back to studies is that hard. It's not,
Right.
because in here it's not like you have to put consistent effort throughout the semester.
Okay.
So it's a gradual process. It's not like everything is being dumped onto you once.
Hmm.
So, and that's a great way of studying. Uh,
Okay.
it's not that difficult. I would say definitely go for it, and
Hmm.
it would be a great experience that you'll enjoy and cherish when you look back at it once
Okay.
you're
Hmm.
done. Mm. And definitely, I would say concentrate on getting a credit card, building a credit score. Quite important here.
Okay. Hmm.
um, and whenever I've seen this, whenever you have some kind of immigration related question,
Uh-huh.
people tend to reach out to their friends. I would say
Right.
reach out to your immigration help at the university. They're the
Okay.
best people who can. Don't reach, I wouldn't say don't reach out to your friends, but first priority should be given to the immigration help
Correct.
at the
Right.
university.
Hmm. Yes,
Don't
because
just.
sometimes I've also seen friends giving, giving out information from what their understanding is, which may
Correct.
or may not always be the right thing to do.
Mm,
The right
mm,
information. Yeah.
correct, correct.
Mm.
And also after COVID, things have been changing. They've been very dynamic. It's
Yes.
not like the rule has kept been the same. So
Hmm.
definitely reach out for any kind of immigration help. Even
Right.
if it's the most trivial question, go to the immigration help at your
Okay.
university.
Hmm.
That would be one thing. Create a great support system. You'll need that. Your friends are your family here. So
Okay.
create a great support system you'll you'll have you'll be grateful for your friends. I think you'll have the most amazing people as your friends who can be your lifelong friends in your masters. So
Okay. Mhm.
that would be uh, that would be it, I think. Yeah.
Okay, Sagarika, thanks a lot for having this talk. I'm sure whatever you've told, I mean, your experiences will be very helpful to others who plan to pursue their masters, and even those who are actually even right now pursuing their masters. If they watch this video, I mean, someone who's just started their masters this August, I'm sure this would be very helpful to them as well. So once again, thanks for joining.
Thank
And
you,
if
Jay.
you have something else to share, we could do another session. And all the best with your job search and your future career, and we'll stay in touch.
Thank you, Jay, for this opportunity. I hope this helped. Someone.
Sure. Bye.
Bye.